I am live. Okay, cool. So my note, is this a note 10? Still not working right with StreamYard, and I don't know why. Did my whole upside down? Oh no, that's right side up. Anyhow, uh can where can I find it? Maybe I can find it here. So I printed overnight a Meshtastic helical antenna. Coop! What's up, Perp? See if I can find. If I go to the tubes of you on this other phone, live life, dude. How's it going, man? So, oh, I see I'm live here. Look at me. What I'm looking for is like key story. All right, I gotta change profile, switch account, that account, and then I need to click on me, playlist, history, key story. F. I watch a lot of YouTube. Oh man, watch that, watch that, watch that, watch. Here it is. All right, so this dude builds this helical antenna, which can be used for Meshtastic. So what I did on the Bamboo P1P out of PLA Plus is, first I printed this ring, which is the end ring. And then on one plate, I printed three of these sections and the base, and then there's got to be a reflector that goes on this. So I haven't peeled any of these apart. They all stack together the same way. So there's a socket and a cylinder kind of thing, and then the ball or there's like a locator pin to lock it in. So once I clean it up, these things will stack together like this. So then basically each one of these sections is one 180-degree twist. The guy designed it from some sort of antenna software. So this is three twists, and it goes on this base, and it's going to look like some. Basically, all it's doing is having a spiral wind on the antenna, and then there's like a ground plane on the back. So he did it with copper tape. Let's see, what is the title of the guy's channel? Is Engineer Me This, all one word, Engineer Me This. And it's what is your specific video? Hold on. What's it titled? It is titled Boost Your Wireless Performance. Whoop, right there. Uh, Boost your wireless performance. Learn how to make a 915 megahertz helical antenna. So that's I just printed that last night. Hopefully, the side quest project goes good. So let me welcome you people here. So first person in the chat is Coop. How's it going, buddy? Oh, we got Bending Ballistics. Hey man, I saw you called, but I was on the phone when you called. Live life in Alabama. Joe Morgan, how you doing, sir? Joe, how's post car accident ish going? Vulcan Rumble, how's it going, man? Yeah, Coop. Goon Beams of Goon. So Beams of Goon is going to be the sponsor for next month's giveaway, and they're giving away an EDC flashlight. Actually, I need to get one of those. I have the mini, not the full size, with the knuckle duster. Let's see, Mr. BSer, how's it going, sir? Good morning, happy Monday to you. Bob Masavo, Joe Morgan again, Fat Gray Man, who comments on every single video I put out. And thank you for helping me with the algorithm. I greatly appreciate that. Of course, thumbs up, any comment is always appreciated. I didn't monetize any of this, so I suck at YouTubing. So here's what's going on. I've been talking with Dark over the weekend this morning. We need to really. I don't have a job. Let's start with that. I don't have a job, so we really need to make YouTube more of a business and make it work for us. Do it a little bit more professionally. Um, Kenny, Marine Gun Builder, talked about that if you go live or if you do a video, you need to have a message you're going to communicate. You got to give value to somebody that's listening. Uh, the I I pretty much never, and I shouldn't say even pretty much. I never script a video. I may have bullet points just to make sure I hit a point, uh, because I think it's more interesting. So Ron Reagan used to do this, and not like I'm a friend of his, not that I know him. You know, we are the same age. Um, but what he would do is he would have like a stack of index cards, and he would write different topics of his speech on index cards, and then he would shuffle them before he went on stage, because then it was just as much a surprise to him about what was coming up next as to anybody else, and it just seemed more authentic. In so this is kind of like the phraseology that I always hate using is like, let me be perfectly honest with you. And when I say that, it's not that I'm been lying all along. It's that this is something uncomfortable I'm about to tell you. Which, if you ever hear me say that, that's really in my mind how it works out to be. So let me go down the list here. I diverted. Joe Morgan, Bob Masavo again, Fat Gray Man. I see you guys. Okay, nobody knew, but just want to say hello. So guys, I'm only seeing anyhow, this interface, I'm coming to you through StreamYard. So I'm hitting Twitter, StreamYard, Rumble. Is that it? Yeah. The cool thing is when you go live with Rumble Studio, you can hit like Twitter, YouTube, Rumble, locals. There was something else. Anyhow, so use a mind map to plan your video. Yeah, just usually I do bullet points. So Joe Morgan, I just fire up the camera, light a smoke, and then start ranting. I hear you, buddy. Uh, so I broke my ghost gunner, and it was me. Whatever has gone wrong with the ghost gunner, I've owned. I could bring the board in. It's in the other room. But what I did is I rolled it onto its back with the cable plugged into it and tore the jack off the board. I ordered another Arduino. It was sub $20, and I ordered another cable. So you can program this with software called Sketch as opposed to using the Ghost Gunner software. So I'll figure that out. Ordered another USB A to USB B is the full size B, not the. Anyhow, got that. I'm gonna try soldering the jack on the old board and put it back together. I have some ideas for improvements of how the board gets mounted, and I'll share that back to the Ghost Gunner community. A couple ideas on the Ghost Gunner, and it's to make it a little bit easier if you fry a board, which hopefully nobody does that. I haven't done that before, and I have a nearly new Ghost Gunner. Zanty Misfit, how's it going, man? So yeah, a couple of things. Um, my Meshtastic plan. So let's hit on that. So with Meshtastic, there is, I'm not sure how many miles away it is straight line. I'm pretty sure, like on the highway, it's 2 miles. It's probably less. Like if you do 2 miles east and then 2 miles south, what's the diagonal? How long that's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. If it's 2 miles, it's got to be like under three. Just rough guesstimate. Which is Meshtastic is line of sight. And if I get up like 80 to 100 feet on the drone, I can talk to him, but that's not reasonable. And there's, I don't want to dox the guy, but he found something 150 feet tall and put a Meshtastic repeater on it. So I have two telephone poles on my property. I've got an acre and a quarter property, and one is probably drilled through the property line at the flag lot behind me, and the other is in the front quarter of the property. So I would either on my roof or so my first plan, I'm not sure if anybody knows RF stuff, please hit me up, contact me and let me know. What I was gonna do is on my telephone pole on the north side of my property, put this helical, which is a highly directional antenna. So let's see, make sure. So it looks kind of like this, but there's going to be like a dinner plate on the bottom as a reflector. Um, put that facing, so it's going to kind of face my house and face the 150 foot tall antenna on Donald Ross. So my plan is not to angle it up and or down, is just have it level. Um, I don't know over 2 miles what the curvature of the earth is, might be nothing. Well, actually, Verrazano Bridge is under 2 miles, and there is a little bit of curvature because each one of the uprights is level, but they're further apart at the top. So, yeah, there's a little bit of that. So, I figure if I put it on, I don't know if my roof's 30 feet high, 20 feet high, and aim level, I'm probably going to be within a good ballpark. I just need to get the right angle, uh, you know, uh, I don't know if it would be azimuth. Anyhow, the right direction, let me just say, towards where it would be. And so my plan for that would be to build this antenna, just grab a ladder, go up on the roof, and with a tripod mounted on a tripod, and see what I can do to figure out the right angle, and then just make note of that. Man against the masses, how's it going, man? I just read your comment. I'm not going to read it out loud. Baba Savo, I know RF, and asking why the heck are you using him? I don't know. Is helical bad? Is that not the right one? I mean, do I need a cantenna? Definitely, Bob, hit me up on IG or whatever. So I just thought there was better gain to get longer distance with a helical, not the right antenna. Well, thank you. Now I got a piece of art hanging out here as opposed to something I want to build. So yeah, definitely hit me up. I might have to acquire some knowledge from you. So on IG, definitely hit me up. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, of course, all of you guys enter every day in the carbon fiber tripod giveaway. So carbon fiber tripod giveaway is active till the end of the month. Next month is going to be Goonbeam. So that's going to be the next month Goonbeam. I've updated my flyingrich.com website. I now have the mailing list. So please join the mailing list. Please join the Telegram group, because the whole idea of this is in case, just like Dark has been shut down from live streaming, that um, I am able to contact you guys, and whether I'm going live on another platform or whatever, that you guys can still communicate with me and Dark and Crump and whoever. And we're all working together to be better social media people. I don't want to say YouTubers. I don't even like the name influence content creator. Whatever. Something, one of those. Whatever you feel is the right thing. So let's see, contest. So flyingrich.com, go to the contest, enter the contest, enter the mailing list, please, and enter the Telegram group, please. And what I'm going to be doing in the future as I build out, um, is Dark going to rumble soon? I don't know. Dark and I haven't talked about that, so I don't know if he's going to do if he's going to be cleared to stream again on YouTube by Tuesday night. Probably won't, to the best of my knowledge. And so he most likely, and we'll through John Crump Live, whatever our social media let you know, he'll probably do Rumble on Tuesday night is my best guess. And I'm streaming to you on my regular phone with service, so I can't tell you because normally I would stream on my older phone, but for whatever reason, StreamYard is not working properly with it. So as Anti-Misfit, the deer, the bang, and the water pistol. I just felt this. I was going to dive over and not more things over. It's now that Bob told me not the right intent. It looks cool. Dude, it looks so cool. And look, I printed it. Anyhow, definitely hit me up on Instagram and let me know what to do, how to do it, because you're definitely telling me not the right intent. I trust that you know 10 times more about this crap than I do. So, um, it looks like a ray gun. It's got to be good, right? I have two dogs sleeping and snoring. Oh, gosh. All right. So for those of you, I'm not sure how many of you guys, I know a lot of you guys are regulars. And what I've learned through social media and different types of media is many people don't hear the message because they don't listen all the time. So let me give you a build status. Oh crap, there's another build I got to follow up on because I'm getting help, design help. I have all the parts to build the Gatling gun. I haven't reached out to Walter Keller yet, but I've got to ride over to Safety Harbor Firearms, so it's like 3-4 hours there, 3-4 hours back. Typically, I'll get up stupid early and hit the road, and then show up at Safety Harbor Firearms when they open the doors in the morning at 8 or 9 o'clock, and chill with them a little bit, and then ride back. Wow. Because usually, I don't know, did Crump say we're not doing a show this Tuesday? Oh boy, that broke right off. Look, hold on, tree support. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my. Oh, that is so good. That is so. You have no idea prior to tree supports how hard stuff like that was. So let me just do this one or that one already broke. Look at that. Look at that. Little ASMR going on. So yeah, Gatling gun build. I've got everything for it. I'm doing the. Let's see, what am I going to call it now? So it's the BCM Geisley Love Child Twins. Uh, that that's going. All I need is a handguard, and that build's complete. Right now, I think that build price is like $700 or $800. I did buy Anderson lowers for it, and I figured that would just make people's heads explode. But I also did get from Alex Precision Machine some lowers that I'm ghost gunning. So because my ghost gunner's down, those lowers are not done. So that's the blocker. Ow, ow, that's the blocker on the. So Bob, what am I going to do with the antenna now? Looks cool, but a helical is used for circular. Sir, use a Yagi or a dot. Thank you, man. All right. So maybe I can 3D print a Yagi. Okay, okay. I don't know what a circular polarized versus a other one is. I know what a Yagi is. So I need like a 915 megahertz Yagi is what you're saying. Thank you. So if I can find 3D print thank you, a 915 megahertz Yagi. Now, should the antennas be out that way, or should they be that way, or does it matter? Okay. So the Geisley BCM Love Child twins, because I'm building two. That's I could go forward with the Anderson lower just to make everybody lose their mind. And then when I get the Ghost Gunner up and running, I can swap out the parts. I have all the parts printed. I might have to do something about mounting for the Gatling gun and all of the other parts purchased. So I'm probably going to be looking for if I can work up a sponsor for this project, to do help pay for the ammo. That firearm was $1,000 in parts, and not including filament. It's probably $100 in filament, maybe more. Ooh, oof. Yeah, it could be a smidge over $100 in filament. So right now I'm probably like $1,100 into that project for the Gatling gun. It's going to be cool. So cross our fingers that all of that works out right. The Geisley Super Duty build project, I'm waiting for one last thing to come in. And I have the undisclosed top secret crazy AF project. It's going to be probably more interesting to many people than the Gatling gun, which I'm not going to talk about it yet. But that's super. When I saw the possibility, I'm like, it was like, oh, that finally, like, this works, this is gonna work, and it's gonna be cool. So and it's going to be a FFL 4473 product that I'm working with a local FFL to sell. So this is gonna be cool. It's not gonna be cheap either, unfortunately. It's gonna be cool. So I mean, I'd love to say, hey, it's gonna be stupid cheap. All you guys can do it. Yeah, probably not. But I'm excited. If I can swing it, I want to do a set me build. So Patrick, Babyface P, is doing a set me build for me, but look, I've horse traded. Oh gosh, I can't. Can I say that? Is it before, prior to the new ATF rule? Yes, I horse traded with Patrick. Uh, he's building me a set me, but it'll be done whenever. Look, he's got paying work, and I completely appreciate that. Take care of your paying customers first. I don't need a set me in any rush. So also, I met a guy. We finished the biblical citizenship class at church, and I was just talking to people after church on Sunday, and uh, he said he was doing a set me. So I think he's got a welder and all that. He's got a press. So cool stuff. I'll have to talk to him a little bit more. Let's see, 26 days. What's in 26 days? I don't know the context. All right, so I guess I'm dumping the helical antenna idea for. I'll have to do a Yagi. So Yagi up and down dipole Yagi is vertically polarized to side to side, horizontally polarized. Keep the antennas that are communicating in the same polarization. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. All right. And oh, I saw people reaching out to me on Instagram, but I think that's about it. Oh, yeah. I forgot to talk about Ish. So the I and again, I'm not military. I watch CNN during the first Gulf War when CNN was good and with Norman Schwarzkopf and all that bit. Um, so that was cool AF. Loved CNN back then. It was very interesting that Iran launched drones, like all of these Iran puppet states in Iran launched drones at Israel and some ballistic rockets, ballistic missiles, I should properly say. That basically a couple of rednecks in a Cessna 152 and a shotgun could have shot down. So a lot of these were intercepted. Scud stud, yes, yes. So a lot of these were intercepted outside of Israeli airspace. There was one child injured, and in the Iranian news, they replayed some forest fires, saying that's what happened to Israel. So even my wife picked up on, why would you launch something like this? So what America does really good is not only have crazy good equipment, but also figures out the best tactics on how to use like the different pieces of equipment they have. And both on the tactical and the psyop portion of what they're doing. So America is far, far ahead of somebody like Iran. Let's just put it that way. Now, if you launch hundreds of slow 100-mile an hour, 200-mile an hour drones, and they're going to get to their location in 5 hours. First off, there's the financial costs of that. So you're depleting your inventory. If it's the US, we would just say, hey, defense industrial complex is making money and there's more. Iran, probably not so much. Now, if you were a military, and let's just say you're a big brain military strategist and happen to be Iranian and working there, you would probably say, hey, let's give them a black eye and launch 50 drones. And probably the head nut job in charge says, make it 300. And then you want to live and breathe tomorrow. So you do 300. So the other thing, just Mark, a friend of mine, Mark made the point. He has some insight that maybe it was a head fake that people were like, look at this hand, look at this hand, don't look away from this hand, with something else going on. And that's that's kind of the case. That could be a possibility. My first conjecture was that I don't know that anything else was happening, because ideally it's tough to move around without getting noticed. But if you air launched like if you had a bunch of slow moving missiles that they were going to focus their assets on, knowing they're going to be there in 5 hours, and somehow you snuck up from the Mediterranean with some air launched assets, that could be a tactic. But obviously none of that was employed, so that was kind of weird. And Obama Savo, since Obama gave Iran a bunch of money, they were able to build up their war machine and fund proxy wars in Syria and Yemen. Yes, facts. Um, yeah, people are of different minds on Israeli support, and one I think supporting, in my personal opinion, and I think a biblical opinion, is being in support of Israel is a good thing. Other people will disagree with me. That's fine. That's your opinion, and I respect your opinion. My other thought is Israel needs to get off the tit of America, and I I don't say that disrespectfully. I say that with all due respect, because if they're taking money from America, then they're subject to the whims of America. They need to be fully independent on their own, and they need to be able to conduct operations in their own country's best interest, not in America's best interest. Just like we shouldn't be doing something in anybody's best interest other than our own. Uh, So I don't know if that's too complex. Is that easily understood? Please let me know in the chat if that made sense what I was telling you. What else happened over the weekend? I don't know. I think that was basically it. So I guess I might just glue this antenna together and ask somebody if they want it, because it's not going to do me any good, or ship it to them. So if somebody wants a helical antenna for 915 megahertz, let me know. Um, the the Israel stuff is interesting. What else? I'm not sure what else has gone on recently. Anybody? Software developer High Rich. Heard any news on the Taylor? Dexter Taylor. Who is Dexter Taylor? Oh, Dexter. Yeah, up in New York City. No, I haven't heard back from him. I probably should reach out to him. Whew, that's a little bit of a rough case. I um I'm trying to make sure I comment in a way that's not detrimental. Look, doing anything 2A-ish in New York is not good, but let's put it that way. Does that antenna get a skin get Skinamax? Yes, from satellites. Yeah, Dexter's a smart guy, and it sounds like he wants to be uh, working with firearms. I mean, he does a lot of stuff I do. He has a lot of interests that I have, even in flying. Yeah, so I'll have to reach out, get an update on Dexter. Thank you for asking, and I'm interested to see where that goes. It's interesting to me that what was the case? Somebody, gosh, was it on YouTube? I've consumed so much media. Uh, Somebody said that there was a lady and she smashed a guy on the subway. He was playing a cello. Artists, musicians, I should say, will be in the subway, and it adds a level of dignity. Somebody playing a classical instrument on the subway with skills. On the subway platform, and people drop money into a hat or whatever for them, which it's so nice. It can be so pleasant. Apparently, this lady came up behind him, took his aluminum water bottle, smashed him on the head, and ran. And she got arrested, and she had 2 bench warrants out on her already. And the judge let her go, saying she'll come back. But meanwhile, this guy Dexter, fine, upstanding citizen, somehow got narked on. He's not an out and out, builder like me, Darker, Crump, or whoever. Um, Talking about what they're printing or what they're building, and somehow information leaked to the feds, and this poor guy's looking at a heap of trouble. So, and of course, he had an arsenal. I always love that phraseology. It's like if they kick in my door, dark store, Trump store, they don't know what arsenal be meaning. So that's kind of interesting. All right, guys, I have run my mouth for 30 minutes with zero monetization. If you guys give me some sort of thumbs up, that would be wonderfully appreciated. I'll be doing more with my website in the future. So one of the things I'm going to be doing is allowing you to log in and manage notifications. Like, do you want to get a message on Telegram, or do you want a text message that I'm going live? And I'll be setting that up so that you guys can see, like, hey, he's going live, and here's with a link to the live stream on whatever platform it may be, and that I'll be able to communicate out to you guys that way. So that's one of the plans, that you'll be able to manage your communication and how I reach out to you. The other thing is, I want, you know, as oxymoronic as it is, I'm quite value oriented. And so products that I perceive or that I have tested and wholeheartedly believe have good value, I'm going to bring to you. And I want to be able to communicate that out to you. So whether I have deals in, so yes, like Goonbeam, which is just a tremendous deal. And look, hey, I got my Geisley Super Duty for like $12.99. So when I see deals like that, even if I don't make any money on that, I want to be able to communicate that out to you guys. The BCM build, I don't know if all of the deals, the BCM Geisley Love Child build twins that I'm doing. I don't know that all of the deals are still available, but definitely check out BCM, Bravo Company Manufacturing, and type in Blem, and there's like nearly a dozen products that are Blems on BCM. So there is opportunity out there to build something. I mean, it's going to be $1,000-ish rifle and really good components. So it's not going to be as good a deal as a $1,300 Geisley Super Duty, but it's going to be up there, and it's typically that Geisley is nearly double the price. So I for the cost of two PSAs, two budget PSAs, basically you have two $500 ARs. You can have a decent AR, and so I'm looking to go through the process. We'll do some shooting, after the build. We'll do some comparisons between the Geisley and my Love Child build, and from there we'll talk about that. More videos, more stuff. John Crump live today. I think it's just going to be me, Crump, Dark. I got to check with Dark how he's doing, but that's the plan for now. And with that, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day, good week. Try to be, I'm not going to do the whole dark ending, but try to be the blessing in somebody's life today. That where you normally go in with a bad attitude, that you go in with a good attitude. Like when you know you're going to be dealing with a handful of ish. So like when I go through TSA, I like psych myself up to make everything a joke because I can't stand TSA. I think it's ridiculous. But I try to make it happy and funny. And when I go through the body scanner, I tell them extra crispy. And when I get out, I'm like, can I have like two 8x10s and a wallet? And just kind of make it a joke. As much as I hate it, TSA is a joke. Oh, I forgot. Yes, I can do that. All this time I've been running my mouth and I have not been hitting those messages. I always think it's cool when those messages show up. Half price Geisley is always the answer. Yes. Oh, and thank you, man. So definitely, I'll have to check in on Dexter and see what's going up with that, guys. Let's see. Coop, how's it going, man? We haven't talked in a while. Hope things are good with you, buddy. You guys have a great day. It's freaking nice today, and it's not even going to be too hot. I might have to change oil on my cars like I've been threatening to do for a very long time and figure out how to change the axle on my Rexus. With that, crowd razor! Or do I do the crowd first? Crowd razor! And have a good day. Boop and boop.